Okay, another thing I knew about from a lot of Christians was that the second they had sex, when they felt like they weren't supposed to, they were like, "We got to get married now."
Okay.
And then got married and didn't think about anything else about the person other than we had sex one time.
Right.
And that's a big problem. Have you seen that problem?
Yeah, absolutely. And whether it's they had sex one time or whether she got pregnant,
Right.
and now they feel forced into it. And I think that absolutely is there. And this is going to sound crazy to some people,
but to some people,
because some people will say
Christians or non-Christians.
Christians.
Okay.
Because some Christians will say, "Oh, if you have sex, or especially if you have sex and then she gets pregnant, you better marry her." And I would, or if you're a girl, you better marry him. You know, even if you're a girl and you're like, "Yeah, I'm pregnant, but he's a jerk."
Right.
Right. Or
you already did something stupid. Why pile another stupid thing on top?
Right. I actually don't really like him.
Yeah.
You know, in the sense of wanting to spend the rest of my life with him. And I there's some in that Christian circle that would say, "No, you're pregnant. You gotta get married. You got to marry the person." And I just don't think that's healthy. I just don't think that's always the answer. Now, sometimes it can be. Sometimes it can be, yeah, we had sex, or yes, she's pregnant, but we really do want to spend the rest of our lives together. We really do love each other. We want to get married. Okay, great. But then there's other circumstances, situations, and you just know this is not going to work out well. You know, you can just see the writing on the wall and go, this is going to be a train wreck. And so, you know, and again, this is obviously it's up to the individuals. I just would never want them to feel pressured to have to get married just because they had sex or just because even they got pregnant. Now, I would hope that if they choose not to, that the husband would still want to be involved in that child's life and take responsibility, right?
The dude, not the husband.
Yeah, the dude. Yeah, okay. Yeah, sorry. Would take responsibility in some form or fashion, even if it's just financially, right? But I think a lot of that is depending on circumstances. You know, not every individual needs to be involved in that kid's life, right? Whether it's struggling with drugs or struggling with other addictions or anger issues or whatever it may be. So I mean, all of this is very nuanced. But this is why I'm also saying I never would want a young woman to feel like she's got to get married now just because she got pregnant from this individual. And, you know, because that's just, it can lead to horrible endings.